Hello, I'm Sebastian LaGambina, Interim Headmaster at Somerville High School.
And I'm DeSimone, Associate Headmaster at Somerville High School and Career and Technical Education Director.
During this video, we will present the key aspects of the Ed Plan for the new building project. First, we would like to thank all those who supported and contributed to making the new project a reality. This includes Mayor Joe Curtatone, past and present school committee members, government officials, school and district administrators, members of the staff, students and their families, along with the many other community members who supported this project. Thank you. I would also personally like to thank Leo for taking the lead role on the school side.
Thank you, Sibby.
It's been a tremendous pleasure working with him, and we've formed a great partnership working together on this project. In this presentation, we're going to talk about the Ed Plan and how the new building promotes 21st century learning, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. Leo, would you like to talk about the process?
Sure. During the initial process of the planning, there's 8 different modules that were put together. In Module 3 is a feasibility study. Part of the feasibility study is a section on the education plan. In the Ed Plan, all different aspects of the building were put together with input from different department heads, teachers, parents, students, athletes, and advisory members. During this process, things were considered such as space, allocation of space, storage, electronics, technology, and how space could be used for multiple purposes.
The 2 key terms that stand out are flexibility and adjacencies. The flexibility and adjacencies of the building design promote 21st century learning, collaboration, and critical thinking. Flexibility within the classrooms and rooms that are multi-purpose rooms. Flexibility within a classroom to promote different types of learning, collaboration, communication, and creativity. In terms of adjacencies, we are talking about the purposeful placement of rooms to support collaboration at all levels. Teacher to teacher, department to department, school to community collaboration.
At this point, we'll talk a little bit about the integration part of the project. The building is designed through the Ed Plan that certain aspects of the building will have, for example, art will be close to carpentry and English language arts, where we can design scripts for the play and design the mock-ups for the play, all in a local area where it could be done in a small learning environment where teams could work together to plan the drama and the play for the school.
What does our new 21st century Ed Plan look like? The classrooms will all be of appropriate size and flexibility to promote group work, project-based learning, whole class discussions, and more. They will have ergonomic furniture that contributes to this flexibility. Here's an example of that flexibility. In this animation, you can see the many transformations of a classroom, from lecture seating to assessments, to collaborative group projects and project-based learning, to whole group discussions. The rooms will all have windows out into the halls to allow for informal supervision of students that might be working on independent projects. For example, a group of students in a physics class can do an acceleration project with bowling balls out in the hall while being monitored by a teacher who is working with other students in the classroom. Leo, would you like to talk about maker spaces and leveraging all the areas?
Sure, Sibby. There'll be very little wasted space in the new building design. It was designed in a way that areas could be used for multiple purposes. For example, the cafeteria could be used for many different things. The multi-purpose room for phys ed could be used for dancing. It could be used for weightlifting. It could be used for cardio work. It could be used for a small learning community. Pieces of the building have been designed where even the pillars and the posts have small learning communities designed between these so that very little spaces are wasted.
Our current building configuration does not promote collaboration or interdisciplinary work. Wouldn't it be nice to have health classes next to the fitness room, the band room next to the auditorium instead of the library? The careful placement of rooms is a critical part of the Ed Plan. Leo, talk about the media center and the CAF, interweaving CTE and academics.
The way that the cafeteria is used for multi-purposes. It can be used for community events, could be used for advisory committee meetings at night, could be used for sporting banquets at night. It'll also be serve the 3 school lunches we have during the day. As far as the integration, going back to CTE, it integrates all different pieces. For example, our medical fields will be up in the science wing, as I talked about earlier. The career and tech ed will be with theater arts and places like that. But the nice thing is the science classes will be integrated in with the health areas such as medical and dental assisting, and our new CVS program as well.
Seamless integration of academic and student support services. Currently, we are scattered all over the place in terms of support. There's no house or assistant principal on the bottom 2 floors of the building. Adjustment counselors and support services are scattered all over the building. The purposeful placement of supports is an integral part of the building design. There's a house or assistant principal on each floor. The main office will be adjacent to the Welcome Center, next to the guidance suite, next to the adjustment counselors, next to the nurse's office, the special ed CHIP program, Cambridge Health Alliance, the daycare center, and our child development program. That's a lot of connectivity. Again, we are talking about flexible spaces. All of the houses will have a conference room that can not only be used for parent conferences, but will also be used for student use. For example, a student with anxiety that needs a quiet space, a student that has been temporarily removed from class. Students can work in this quiet space while being supervised by house staff because the conference room will have windows to the various areas of the house. The guidance area has a conference room that can be used for team meetings, department PD, and other uses. It's all about flexibility.
We're excited about this project. Not only is the Ed Plan a major part of it, but the actual physical building itself. Won't it be nice that this temperature in the 4th floor will be the same temperature as the 1st floor? Back when Sibby was here in the 60s, the temperature was different in all 4 floors.
Still is.
Well, that brings us to the end of the Ed Plan presentation. We hope you enjoyed this brief presentation of the new Building Ed Plan. Thank you.
Thank you.